Hello, my friend, and welcome back to this week's Topic Talk. My name is Cal. I am your host, and right now with me is superstar, super stroke survivor, mum extraordinaire, and your coffee club coordinator, Saran.
Hello.
Last week, Dave and I were chatting about fatigue and how each of us manage different levels of fatigue. And he shared something that was really interesting about how he observes his fatigue and how he kind of is learning to understand it in a different way. And I wanted you this week to talk with us about your experiences with fatigue and how you manage it.
Yeah, so it took me a while. I reckon, I kept thinking, I reckon I can get rid of this. I can get rid of it. And sort of worked out that, it's, and I think I told you before, a pain specialist basically said, no, you have fatigue. You just need to learn how to actually cope with it. So I've sort of worked out that it's a bit like an acquaintance that, you sort of don't really get along with, but you have to get along with it. So I have to make sure that I let it out every now and again, have a little bit of a play. And, because if I don't, then it will just have an absolute hissy fit and just stop me dead from doing everything. So, yeah, I think that's more it now. I just go with my body. So because I know my body always wins. So I go, I feel like crap, or I'm not, my brain's not working at all. So I'm going to stop. So, yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Sarani. That is just, do you know the book, The Body Keeps the Score, by any chance?
No, not that one.
Oh, you just said something that was very like that. Anyway, if you're watching and you know that book, please let us know down below. Maybe I'll link it to it because it's really interesting. But the thing I wanted to say there, Sarani, is that, you just said a really interesting analogy about this acquaintance that you kind of let out to play, which I think is brilliant. Like if you've got an acquaintance that you let out to play, I would love to know who this acquaintance is. But I love that idea of personalizing, sort of almost objectifying, separating your fatigue from you, like anxiety. I do that with my own anxiety. Yes, I say my own anxiety because I own that anxiety. It does not own me. It's like an entity that I'm like, I'm in control of you, bitch. You're going to go into the corner. So I love that you sort of go, I'm going to let that fatigue have its moment in the sun, do what it needs to do, and then going to rein it back in.
Yeah.
Because it keeps you in that position of sort of control and authority.
Yeah. It keeps that sort of control. And I suppose it empowers me to actually sort of, be okay with it and own it. Yeah.
I love that. It also reminds me of something we've talked about in Coffee Club quite a lot when we've got sadness, depression, anxiety, frustration, pissed off, whatever. But the idea of sort of like bundling all that shit into bags, like bags of luggage, and you can walk along and you can put those bags down and unpack them, like put them open them up a bit, let them have air so that the clothes get a bit of air in them, blah, blah. You can let that shit out. You can be pissed off. You can be whatever. But as I like to say, and I like to think, is that like I put that stuff back in those bags. I buckle that bag up. I pick it up and I keep moving because I'm not going to unpack and live there. But I'll let it have a bit of air.
Yeah, exactly.
But I love how your analogy really worked with that idea of you are in control. You're the driver of the train.
Exactly. Yeah,
beautiful. So over to you now. Saran and I want to know, what's your experience with fatigue and how do you manage it? How do you overcome your challenges with fatigue? Let us know down below.